1. Facing the future.
But it's also about benefiting people coming through in the future years, isn't it? You know, we're already talking about powerhouses closing down, and we could go back to the dark ages of having blackouts, etc. I think it's absolute madness talking about that. Let's go forward. We've got to go forward. As I said, we've got wind, we've got water, biomass, solar. There's so much out there for everybody to engage on, isn't it?
But if an ordinary person, and even more so like a young person, stands up and shows they're aware and they care, then people tend to respond better to that.
And similarly in Greenland, I was up close and personal with quite a few glaciers there as well, and you can actually hear the creaking and groaning of the ice now because of the rapidity with which the ice is melting. That really, I think, brought home to me severity of global warming.
It was after Copenhagen, I think, with the despair of Copenhagen, that got me thinking, well, what can I do?
It's all those other species that we are making extinct, ecologies, the other ecosystems disappearing from this planet and will disappear in increasing frequency. Those are the things that I cry inside about whenever I think about them, because it is completely tragic.
Particularly oil and water. If you look at the war zones, they do seem to be occurring in places that have natural resources, and that seems to be driving conflict. If we can think globally and share our resources more equitably, I would like to think we won't have so much in the way of war.
I remember having a bit of a waking up moment, and I was on the other side of the world and I was watching a film, I think it was about renewable energy. I just thought, what am I doing? I know this is what I believe in. I always have. I can't remember a time when I didn't. I came back and I was like, right, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna make a real effort to make sure every step I take is carefully considered. And